Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoners War. We're in Keshi's account. This is another this is a Europe account. He wants a specific review for RTA. He wants my opinion, where I think he could end with his current rune quality, and what he needs to continuously improve on to get a higher rank in RTA. Now, this is my first review after I got my G1 RTA record, so maybe what I say has a little more strength to it. But for some people, even that is not enough. There are, 3,000 people that get G1 every season, and I'm only one of them. I'm just gonna say off the bat, it's very redundant, but it is very clear on what this account needs to focus on, and that is R5. It is a pretty hard transition because people don't know when they should actually transition fully into R5. I think it's not very efficient to be farming multiple dungeons at a time. So I don't think you should be farming GB12, DB12, MB12 at the same time. This could differ depending on the person, on how you're going to play the game. But I am just talking about efficiency because I think it's not efficient to have all your dungeon teams runed up. And what I mean by that is that if you could focus your runes, your PvE runes, to one specific team, I am pretty sure at a certain point, let's say you're mid-game, early game, you could have a dungeon run that is averaging 5 seconds faster than your previously runed dungeon team that was sharing runes with all the other dungeon teams. As soon as you get further into the game, you'll have abundant amount of runes that are technically good or efficient, where you are able to make all the speed teams out there. But if you're not in that state, it is more efficient and more beneficial for your account to be focusing on one dungeon. For this account, that's R5. But if he really wants a rune recommendation, I would say Giants, because his Swift runes and Despair runes are lacking compared to his Violent runes. I like to give a little more weight to Giants, although Will could also be a little mediocre, and that's because Will is a 2-set rune. You could have less of those, while as the Swift rune and Despair runes are 4-set runes, so you need more of them. Let's get right into it and see it together on why I came to this conclusion. I'm not gonna say this at the end, I'll say it right here. If you guys would like account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. My Patrons could ask for account reviews and they will get in line. Once I get to you, you'll get a message from me, which then will become a review like this if it is entertaining enough for it to be content. Okay, so Keshi's current record, well, his best records in regular arena was C1, Conqueror 1, same with RTA. Special League, I don't really like looking into because there are a lot of people that really play it. I don't really play it. And then Siege G2, which is a pretty good Siege record. Let's first look at its box. And right now, for him having a C1 record, I think even with free-to-play units, even 4-star units, if they're ruined well enough, it could go up to C2, maybe even C3, who knows. You probably still need a couple of Nat 5s, but I'm pretty sure you do have that. So you do have Cassandra, which is a very good unit, a counter unit that a lot of people use right now. I know Ren is also used in high level RTA. I haven't seen it too much in the C3 level, especially when I was playing last season. And I actually haven't even seen it in G1, although I didn't play in it much. I didn't see it at all, actually. I didn't see it picked once, but I did see Obabo use it. And because it does have incredible base speed, I am pretty sure it could be very effective if you do want to speed contest. And if you want to take the bet, the gamble that the opponent is not going to have Will. Carlos, okay. No Nora, which is not really important for RTA, but no Douglas is not having a counter. So there's that. You have Masha, that's good. Sekhmith, that's good. Shiyu, no Laika. Fire Monkey, good. Rika, Juno, love it. No Vanessa though. Okay, so you're lacking a speed lead. Water, anything crucial. Okay, you do have this Pure Vanilla Cookie, which is really good right now. I have seen a lot of G3 players use it. I have actually seen it myself when I was in C3, G1. It looks like a lot of people like to rune her up to go first on Swift. And then like they could have a Sonya, or they could have any damage dealer and any cleave, because due to the attack buff, they just output so much damage. Minato. Okay, I think this unit is really good right now. I don't want to say OP because who knows, if I shout OP too many times, maybe Comtuos will nerf it. But I don't think it's at that point. It is dealable, especially when he's not in that form or in that state where he's blocking himself with this, shadow tail or shadow arm. You could control it, and if you control it, he's pretty much free, right? But it's a very good unit. I have seen great use of it myself. Curry SW use it in a really weird way, but effectively on Despair. But I mean, he does have crazy rune quality, so I don't know if you can mimic that. Miles, good. No Nana, Shizuka, more cool. Hey Gang, another great unit that I used last season. The passive is awesome. It's a great Moore counter that I brought myself out against Moors. Okay, you have Bolverk dealing with the Rileys or Rejat yourself. You do have a Belio, great RTA units. The math, cool. So a speed lead there. Praha, okay. Ooh, Chandra. So I've seen Chandra, I've seen Sekhmith. I believe you had Charlotte as well. So you could go the team Shambi was showcasing. If you could learn it well enough, and you do have to rune that well too, but your rune qualities aren't bad. Okay, for win. No Smeister. I do want to use this unit a little more. I'm gonna play with it and see if I could get it to work, but I did see that it's very effective against second turn teams, like slow second turn teams. The passive is pretty detrimental against them, so high accuracy is a must. Right? No Oliver, no Sagar. You do have Chungpang. Okay, no Wind Panda Suits 2, Diana. Other than that, you have everything. Okay, you do have Jamire too. I know you have Tableau. No real Light Nav 5 here, but you do have Tableau here, so Tableau Jameer comp can be a thing if you think you get it to work. If you think you have the speed for it. And then for Dark, we saw the Vivichel, which you could run because you do have Leo. You have Leo, Vivichel, you have Shizuka. I'm pretty sure you have Kali, or you could build Kali. But again, it comes back to, do you have the Swift runes for it? I'm just not an expert on it. Maybe watch Abzi. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he made a very good video on it where he used this comp. However, he was able to stick in a Oberon. Maybe you could use the Daphnis instead, because I think you did have Daphnis. You don't. Never mind. Forget about it. So I don't really know how you use it. Guys, if anybody out there is using a Vivichel comp, a Vivichel Leo comp, please put in the comment below so you guys could tell this account owner how to play with it. That can't be me, because obviously I don't have Vivichel. I'm going to first show you guys Swift and why I think that eventually he'll have to come to Giants, because it is pretty lacking. And when I say lacking, is that he has slots that are a lot weaker or slower, let's just say, because we're only looking at speed specifically, than other slots. And it's pretty understandable, right? We're looking at Swift runes. So what else do you look at other than speed? But we will take this into Despair, Violent, and Will, because in the end, having a lot of fast runes dictate on the freedom of making a choice on which kind of comp you want to run. Having fast runes allows you to pivot easily as well. I mean, you could just go full on cleave. That is why I'm using speed as the main indicator on where you need to improve on. Okay, Tiana slot 1, 27. That's decent. Then another one that's 27, that could be 28. Now, you understand why I'm saying grinds, why R5. Even just looking at this, a +4, a +4, a +261. These are blue, even green grinds. And this could be a 28, which is an awesome rune. So that's why I recommend that. Another 28. Okay. Another one. And then another 28. So his slot 1 is pretty stacked if he just gets some better grinds and gem. With the update, getting the horns, getting the claws, it is much easier to get a specific grind. And I would actually advise you to use it for violent runes or will runes or despair runes, because they're more widely used. And getting a HP grind or defense percent grind, attack grind is actually a lot better compared to for Swift. You really are looking for that speed grind. Now let's look at slot 3, because now we're going to see some changes. So slot 3, 25. Not bad, another 25, and then it goes down, right? So 225. Slot 4, 25. And then a 17 or a 21. You're starting to see the drop. Slot 5. A 22. Okay, here's a 25. And then it falls off. Slot 6, a 21. A 19. Nothing over 20. So this is the reason why I think he needs to focus in Giants after his R5. I still want him to do R5 first, because you'll see in the Violent runes that there are runes to perfect. Even here, there are runes to perfect. That he has decent runes here and there. So get these done first. Get these done first, and then you could come back to a dungeon. Let's take a look at Despair, because it's going to be the same thing. Slot 1, 25, and then slow. Slot 3, 25, slow. Slot 4, slow. It just started slow. Slot 4, slow. Slot 6, slow. So Despair runes are just pretty slow. This is why I think Giants will be more beneficial, because there are 2 sets that you will be able to improve on by farming that dungeon. Now let's go to Violent, because it's going to be a different story. Slot 1, 30, could be 31. Slot another one, that could be 27. 26 right there. Okay, so there's a couple runes, 3 runes that are good on slot 1. Now slot 3, this could be a 29. Another one that could be 28. Another one that could be 28. Another one that could be 27. Another one that could be 25. 25. I'm only saying 27 for these because I think they're worthy. 27 is still decently fast. And then I think, I don't know, here, giving it a +5 is questionable. You can if it's really efficient, like if it had an 8. Like this one. Yeah, this one. Like you give it a HP Legend Grind. Sorry, HP Legend Gem. Or a Hero Max Gem. And then just grind everything. Maybe you could go for Legends. Because this is pretty efficient, although this is a very low roll here. But up to here is all over 25. At least 25. Slot 4. A 27. 25. Okay, slot 4 is a little weak. Oh, never mind. Another 27. Okay, another 25 or 26. That's a good rune. A crit rate rune. Very versatile. Questionable on which I'll take out. Maybe the crit damage, because that is a max attack flat roll. And then now it becomes slow. So there's a couple more that's over 20 here. Slot 5, another 28. Ooh, this one is a pretty weak slot, huh? Only 1. That's really fast. But okay, that's still good. Still could be perfected. That's a +4%. And this could be a +5. And even this accuracy gem could be higher. +9, right? That's the hero map. And then slot 6, another 29. Again, accuracy could be a lot higher. I would probably give this a defense % gem. Some people have commented saying, like, what do you mean by perfecting runes? What do you mean by max efficiency? If a unit just needs accuracy, aren't you supposed to gem in accuracy? So if that's how you want to play the game, it could work as well. I mean, I'm not going to say that doesn't work. That's a fine way of playing the game. But in theory, if you can make a rune more efficient, it means the runes just has more stats. And if you get a collection of those runes that have more stats, then you are bound to have the accuracy that you want, the resistance that you want, so on and so forth. So if you don't understand this right now, it's fine. That's how I play the game. That's how I've seen success. I have seen the differences in build, especially if you have seen a 100% build and compare it to a 110% build. That stat difference is no joke. I'm not forcing you guys to play this way. And I'm not saying that this is the only way to do it. I am saying that the way you guys play it work as well. If you guys want to, make a rune specific to a unit, that works. But I'm just saying this is an awesome rune, and to make it more efficient, I'll probably put in a defense legend gem here and a legend grind. Then another 24 or 25 if you want to make it, and then it gets slower. So we have seen that Violent rune just had overall faster runes. And we have also seen that it is lacking grinds and gems, because we've seen a lot that had +4% HP, grinds, well, actually that's all I saw. But we have seen some low grinds and also pretty low gems. So this is why I think Raid is probably your priority. You don't have the fastest rune on Will. It looks like you definitely didn't focus on MB12 too much. I mean, you have some ancient runes that are decently fast. I don't think it's much of a priority because you don't need too many of these. If the unit's on Will, it's good, right? But do they have to be on Will? No. A lot of units are not on Will. Like the Fire Monkey, never on Will. Even the Wind Monkey, not on Will. Is Rakuni on Will? No. He's on Nemesis. So there's so many units that doesn't have to be on Will. And Will is a 2-set. Reason why you don't have to focus on it too much if you do have some laying here and there. Okay, let's look at intangible as well. I mean, it looks like it doesn't have much, so we'll skip that. Now let's look at artifacts. Now I wasn't expecting this, but he has a lot that's not refined. So he's definitely not thinking about artifacts right now. So first of all, you should refine all of these. You should have more, right? Because if you uncheck this, yeah. You should refine everything. There should be a refine all. No, is it this? Oh, there's a refine all, see? Yeah, you should click on this. I'm not gonna do it for you, but you should click on this. And then you should go through them and keep the ones that are good and then get rid of the ones that are not good. The standard of a good artifact and a not good artifact is different for everybody. For first turn players or for units that do multi-hits, if you're going to be utilizing a lot of those, then obviously you should be looking at a lot the additional damage stuff. And you want multiple lines here. I think HP and speed is probably the best indicator. Yeah, something like this. This is good because if you actually grind that out and get defense, that's a 4-liner. This is actually really good. Yeah, almost a max roll, middle roll. I guess it's somewhat of a good roll, right? Higher than 30, 30, 30, so it's, or 35, 35, 35. Oh, so it's a little on the lower side. And you could get defense here, but that's fine. That's still a very good one. You could get a couple more triples here as well. Here's another 4 roll. Oh, but there's a roll into the bomb damage. So you want to probably give this to Sierra because this is a wind artifact. And then something here too. So you want to look for those for anything that does multi-hits. And then for single target hits or for like supportive units, you're looking for recovery. For Harg or Juno. I mean, Juno usually goes for additional damage, but I'm just saying as an example because these units have skill 3 recovery, right? Camilla, you want a lot of rolls into skill 3 recovery. Maybe for Riley or something like that, you want a lot of damage reduction from fire, or you want a lot of skill 1 recovery because her skill 1 does heal. You're looking for those. You're looking for supportive units. You're looking for maybe like efficient rolls into maybe all three accuracy, skill 1, skill 2, skill 3 accuracy, because it makes it pretty universal. The overall accuracy requirement goes down. Let's say if you could get 10% accuracy on skill 1, 2, 3, then you really just have to ruin your unit to 75% accuracy. For example, Sagar, because Sagar benefits from accuracy for all 3 skills. Skill 1 provokes, skill 2 defense break provokes, and skill 3 strip resets and provokes and pushbacks. So if you get a artifact there that has close to 10% accuracy in all 3 skills, then in reality, you only need 75% accuracy on Sagar. Obviously, if you want to take less damage or do more damage to a certain element or from a certain element, you only get a lot of rolls onto that certain element. You do have good rune quality. It's not bad. I don't think you should have ended F3 last season. Your rune quality is way too good for that. Seeing this type of win rate, I am assuming that one, you're either playing around, which I doubt, and because you asked for a review where you want to get better in RTA, I'm pretty sure you're pretty serious about it. So 2 is that your box is huge. Your box is huge and you're trying to use all these units. So I'm seeing some units here that you picked out, which is interesting. Is this for Special League? Are you playing Special League? You are playing Special League and you lost. But this box looks kind of weird. I'm saying weird because there are certain units that you don't have. Are they not skilled up? Okay, why don't you have Abelio? Okay, Hagen's not skilled up, not using it, that's fine. Minato's not skilled up, not using it, that's fine. Not skilled up, not skilled up. Rika is a great counter. Oh, Fire Monkey not being skilled up, that's huge. Diana, skilled up. Gyu, not skilled up, okay. Let's look at some here, if there's anything else that I would like you to play with. I don't see much, right? I do not see Chandra here. He fed it at a certain time. Now, what I will do if you don't know how to play, or if you don't know what to play with, is probably play with... Ooh, that's a decently ruined Rakuni until it's out of resistance. Rakuni Mao seems like good to play with. I also... Oh, you don't have Vanessa. You could go more first pick as well. That's a fast more, it's a swift more, okay. Because you did have Chung Pong, which also I don't... Oh, it's right there. Chung Pong, that's fast. Oh, another swift. Ooh. So, seeing that your Chung Pong is also on swift tells me that you're probably What the heck? This is also on Swift. I got baited hard. Oh my goodness, this is also on Swift. This is definitely telling me that your box is too big and you're spreading out your runes too much. Wow. What is everything on Swift? They're not even fast. Like, what are these Swift units? Something is wrong. Are you even using your violent runes? Okay, violent runes. Okay, violent. Interesting. This. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, Swift there. Violent. That's. Why is it on shield? It should be violent shield. Okay. Violent and Taurus. That's not on. Oh, wait. Your rune quality does not allow you to do this. Just letting you know. You're not giving your Antares violent runes or violent sets when you can't even get your Harg on violent or your Changpeng on violent. I mean, first of all, you don't even have all the stats to make this usable. Like, this is a unit that will die turn 1. Okay, not being used. Oh my goodness, not refined. Come on, these are free. Are you trying to play the Hathor, Gani Hathor? It's too slow if you're trying to play that. This is the one unit that should be on Swift. If you really want to play the Leo Vivaciel comp, I think it's a Swift Vivaciel usually. And the Leo is on Vampire, while yours is on Violent right now. So I know you're not going that comp, but if you want to do that, that's the way you should go. Again, guys, if you guys know the comp of it, please put in the comp below. I have no clue. I just know it's Vivaciel and Leo. Let's see what you can play with. I'm gonna just pick out some units that I think you should play with. You do want something like this in your back pocket against Kinkis. Kinkis are really annoying. Wind Panda would have been great against Kinky too, but you don't have Wind Panda. Oh, that's still big. 26, so I still got rid of 7 units. Oh wait, where's the Diana? We should put in Diana too. More first pick looks the best right now. More first pick. So at least you have a speed lead. Because you really don't want to be too slow, even if you're going second turn. Having a speed lead makes a difference. Because in certain cases, you'll notice that if they have a speed lead and you don't, you are just really slow compared to the other team. So even if you know you're losing in speed, there are certain cases where you still want to go a speed lead so that you could at least compete in the amount of turns you guys are taking. I mean, disregarding the fact that you'll get controlled and they're moving first, they could decide how the match is gonna go. But I think this is the box I'll play with. It's still a big box, very big box, but I'll probably go more first pick. And you have Juno, you have Changpeng, so you have multiple AoE strippers, Brawlhalla 2. Hagang is a very good counter. And if you want to contest speed, these two will be on Swift, right? I think more being on Despair or Violent is much better. It brings a bigger impact in the game than a Swift more. Figure out a priority, because sadly, at a certain point, you'll notice that you don't have any more Violent runes that you could use. And whatever's left over, you probably don't want to rune it up. And you will probably meet this wall sooner or later pretty quickly, due to the fact that you're lacking grinds and gems. Because like your good runes are really good because you gave them a priority and you grinded them first. And let's say even those aren't even max grinds. Problem is the other runes are not grinded at all or still needs a lot of grinds. And you will know that there is going to be a big difference of builds with units that have all grinded runes and with builds that have a mixture of grinded and ungrinded runes, even if they're all plus 50. So I think this is why doing R5 right now is really important, because if you could get even the mediocre, in your opinion, runes grinded up, they could be usable or they could be efficient enough where it's still very usable. Yep, but that is it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want, again, account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. If you guys want account improvements, join my Discord and fill out the Google form. Right now, I think he could probably reach C2. If he plays well enough, picks and bans well enough, I think he could reach C2.